The European model just did something I've never seen in 15 years. Norfolk, Virginia went from 4 inches to potentially 30 inches of snow in a single model run. 3 separate forecasts now show a bombing cyclone so powerful it could bury Raleigh under 2 feet, while Miami drops to freezing for the first time in years. And here's the kicker. This storm is strengthening so fast that wind speeds are jumping 10 miles per hour every single hour. If you're anywhere from the Carolinas to New England, what I'm about to show you will change your weekend plans completely. Drop your city below right now because this forecast is evolving by the hour and you need to know what's coming for your area. So Norfolk going from 4 to 30 inches, that's not a forecast adjustment. That's a complete game changer. And it happened in the last 6 hours while most people were sleeping. Here's what that means for you. All 3 major forecast systems agree on one thing. This is going to be bad. Where they disagree is exactly how bad. And that range should scare you. We're talking anywhere from significant snow event to historic blizzard, depending on a track shift of just 30 miles. Saturday morning, snow breaks out across the Appalachians. Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, Johnson City, all getting moderate snowfall as this system organizes. By Saturday night, this is when things explode. Moderate to heavy snow breaks out across South Carolina. Wilmington gets hammered. Cape Hatteras and the Outer Banks getting buried. Sunday morning is peak intensity, and that's when things get genuinely dangerous with heavy snow and hurricane-force winds creating near blizzard conditions. New York City might barely see anything according to some models. You're right on that northern cutoff line. While Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont all see light to moderate snow. The national blend of models shows 10 to 12 inches across North Carolina and Virginia, parts of West Virginia and South Carolina looking at 6 to 8 inches. For the Northeast, 6 to 12 inches with up to 15 inches over Cape Cod. This is what the National Weather Service is using for official forecast. Now let me show you the 5 cities that are about to get absolutely hammered by this storm. These are the areas where I'm most confident we'll see significant snowfall. Number 1, Raleigh, North Carolina. And I need you to picture what 18 to 24 inches actually looks like. That's taller than a kitchen counter. Your car will be completely buried. Your mailbox won't even be visible. The last time Raleigh got this much snow was back in 2000, and the city was shut down for 8 days. Schools closed, businesses closed, highways impassable. That's what we're potentially looking at again. Current high today 40, low 28. Number 2, Norfolk, Virginia. This is the one that has me doing a double take. One model shows 30 inches, which honestly I don't fully believe. But even if it's half that, we're talking 15 inches for a coastal city that rarely sees more than a few inches. This would be absolutely crippling. High today 38, low 28. Number 3, Richmond, Virginia. You're right in the bullseye for 10 to 16 inches. Your street won't be recognizable. Stop signs will be half buried. The state doesn't have enough plows for this kind of event. You'll be snowed in for days. Interstate 95 through Richmond will be shut down probably for 24 to 48 hours. Number 4, Charlotte, North Carolina. You're looking at 6 to 12 inches. And I know that doesn't sound that bad, but Charlotte's infrastructure isn't built for this. 4 inches shuts down the city. 12 inches would be catastrophic for your metro area. High today 42, low 30. Possible light wintry mix tonight. Number 5, Boston, Massachusetts. You already have 23 inches on the ground from previous storms. That's a record for this date in late January. Now we're adding another 8 to 15 inches Sunday into Monday. Where are you going to put more snow? Roofs are already stressed. This could be a structural concern. But here's what nobody's talking about yet, and this is what really concerns me. The winds with this system are going to be absolutely devastating in certain areas. We're not just talking about snow, we're talking about a multi-hazard event with dangerous winds, the Appalachian Mountain Range from northern Georgia through North Carolina. Wind gusts between 55 to 75 miles per hour. That's hurricane force winds. Let me paint you a picture of what 75-mile-per-hour winds actually do. They don't just knock out power, they snap telephone poles in half like toothpicks. They rip shingles off roofs. They flip semi-trucks on highways. They turn anything not tied down into a projectile. Your patio furniture becomes missiles. Your trash cans end up 3 streets over. This isn't possible damage. This is guaranteed destruction for anything outside or poorly secured. Most of North Carolina is looking at gusts between 35 to 45 miles per hour. That's strong enough to bring down tree limbs loaded with heavy, wet snow. Wilmington could see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. The Chesapeake Bay area, this is critical. Wind gusts between 55 to 65 miles per hour. Coastal flooding is a serious concern here. Along the northeast coast, we're looking at 35 to 40 mile per hour gusts Saturday into Sunday, but Sunday morning is when winds really intensify. Gusts up to 45 to 55 miles per hour expected. Heavy snow plus those winds equals widespread power outages. Hundreds of thousands without electricity. Trees crashing through roofs. Transformers exploding in the night. Neighborhoods going dark for days. And here's the shock factor that most people aren't prepared for. The Arctic cold that follows this storm is going to be brutal across the entire country. We're not just talking about the Midwest being cold. We're talking about Miami having wind chills near freezing. Let me show you what I mean. Thursday morning across the Great Lakes, Indiana, Ohio Valley. Wind chill values as low as 15 to 25 degrees below zero Thursday night into Friday morning. And this is what's utterly concerning. Fargo, North Dakota, wind chills dropping to 40 degrees below zero. That's colder than the inside of your freezer. That's cold, where if you throw boiling water in the air, it turns to snow before it hits the ground. That's cold, where your car won't start, your phone shuts off. Exposed skin freezes in 5 minutes, Minneapolis. Wind chills around 27 below zero. Wisconsin, 20 to 25 below. Indianapolis and Kokomo, Indiana. This is genuinely dangerous. Wind chills of 25 to 35 degrees below zero. Frostbite can set in within 5 to 10 minutes under those conditions. If you're outside for more than 10 minutes, you're risking serious injury. The Northeast sees extreme Arctic cold too. Wind chills dropping to 25 to 35 degrees below zero. But here's what really gets my attention, and this is where people are going to be completely shocked. This Arctic air plunges all the way to Florida over the weekend. Northern Florida wind chills could drop as low as 8 degrees above zero. Miami, Florida, wind chills around 25 degrees. For South Florida, that's absolutely extreme. That's 50 degrees colder than normal. Imagine if Minneapolis suddenly hit 70 in January. Same shock. Tallahassee might see wind chills as low as 5 degrees above zero. That's pipe-bursting cold for homes not built for it. Tennessee looking at wind chills of 9 to 15 below zero, some areas even 20 below. All right, now let me run through the major cities across the country so you know what to expect. Washington, D.C., you're looking at 7 to 12 inches of snow Saturday. You already have about 7 inches on the ground from previous storms. This adds significantly. High today 32, low 22. Baltimore, 6 to 10 inches, high 30, low 20. Philadelphia, 6 to 10 inches. You already have 9 inches on the ground, high 28, low 18. Pittsburgh adds another 4 to 8 to the 20 inches already there. New York City, anywhere from 2 to 8 inches depending on exact track. You're on that cutoff line. A 30-mile shift changes everything. High 25, low 15. Providence and Cape Cod, potentially 10 to 18 inches with near blizzard conditions. Greensboro, Durham, Virginia Beach, all in that heavy snow zone. Chicago, high only 12, low 5. Wind chill, negative 20. Milwaukee, even colder. High 12, low 2. Wind chills approaching negative 25. Minneapolis and St. Paul, high 8, low negative 5. Wind chills could drop to negative 30 or lower. This is life-threatening cold. Extreme cold warning in effect. Detroit, Cleveland, Columbus, Indianapolis, all dealing with extreme cold and lake effect snow. St. Louis, Kansas City, Omaha, all below normal with dangerous wind chills. Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, Nashville, Memphis, all cold but no significant snow expected. Dallas, high 45, low 32, icy roads still possible. Miami currently 72, low 58, but wind chills drop to 25 by Monday. Extreme for South Florida. Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando, all seeing shocking cold by early next week. West Coast staying mild. Los Angeles 68, Phoenix 70, San Francisco upper 50s, Seattle dealing with atmospheric river bringing 2 to 4 inches of rain. Watch for flooding. All right, now here's what you need to do right now, and I mean right now, not later today, not tomorrow, because by Friday afternoon it's going to be too late. Store shelves are already starting to empty in Charlotte. I'm seeing reports of bread, milk, eggs running low. Gas stations are getting lines in Richmond. Hardware stores in Raleigh are running low on generators, batteries flying off shelves. If you wait, you're competing with everyone else who also waited. First priority, medications. If you take prescription drugs of any kind, get them filled today. Call your pharmacy right now. Pharmacies could be closed for days. Roads will be completely impassable. This is not something you can wait on. Second, food and water. Stock up on non-perishable items that don't need cooking. Peanut butter, bread if you can find it. Canned goods, crackers, granola bars. Anything that doesn't spoil, aim for at least a week's worth per person. Water is critical. 1 gallon per person per day minimum. That's 7 gallons per person for a week. You need it for drinking, basic hygiene, potentially flushing toilets. Third, power backup. Charge every single device you own before Saturday. Phones, tablets, laptops, backup power banks. Everything needs to be at 100%. Flashlights. Make sure you have working flashlights. Test them now. Fresh batteries. Candles can work, but be extremely careful with open flames. Gather all this in one central location. When the power goes out at 2 a.m., you need to know exactly where everything is. If you have a fireplace or wood stove, stock up on firewood today. Stores will completely sell out by tomorrow. This could be your primary heat source for days for those with generators. Make absolutely sure you have adequate fuel and you know how to operate them safely. And I cannot stress this enough. Never, ever run a generator inside your home. Inside your garage or even near windows or vents, carbon monoxide is odorless, colorless, and it kills people every single winter, often entire families. Generators go outside, at least 20 feet from your house, pointed away from windows. Space heaters, if you're using them, 3 feet minimum from anything flammable. Know where your local warming shelters are located. Write the address down on actual paper, not just in your phone. If your phone dies, you can't look it up. Fourth, and this is not optional, check on people around you. Elderly neighbors, people with disabilities, anyone who might not have family nearby. Knock on their door today. Make sure they have heat, food, medications. Make sure they know this is coming. You'd be surprised how many people don't watch forecasts. A simple phone call or knock could save someone's life. If someone has medical equipment that requires electricity, CPAP machines, oxygen concentrators, they need backup power plans right now. Contact their medical provider today about emergency protocols. Some hospitals have programs for priority power restoration. Fifth, pets and animals. Bring them inside now, not Saturday morning when snow starts. Right now, make sure you have enough food and water for them for a week. Sixth, if you're on well water, fill bathtubs, fill large containers, fill anything that holds water right now. When power goes out, your pump stops working. No pump means no water for drinking, cooking, flushing toilets, washing. If you're on heating oil or propane, call for delivery today. Get your tanks filled. By Saturday, those trucks won't be able to get to you. Protect exposed pipes, open cabinet doors, under sinks, especially on exterior walls. Let faucets drip slightly during the coldest nights. Moving water is much less likely to freeze. A burst pipe can cause thousands of dollars in damage. If you absolutely must travel this weekend, and I strongly recommend against it, Pack a complete winter emergency kit in your vehicle. Heavy blankets, extra warm clothing, water, snacks, flashlight, phone charger, shovel, ice scraper, jumper cables, bag of sand or cat litter for traction. Tell someone your exact route, expected arrival time, so people know where to start looking if you don't show up. But honestly, do not travel Saturday through Monday. Roads will be impassable, visibility near zero in blizzard conditions, even major highways will shut down. This is not worth the risk. Whatever you're traveling for can wait. For those in the Midwest already dealing with extreme cold, this is life-threatening. Limit outdoor exposure to minutes, not hours. Frostbite can occur in 5 to 10 minutes. When wind chills drop below -25, cover all exposed skin. Face, hands, ears, any gap in your clothing is a pathway for dangerous cold. If you're shoveling snow, pace yourself. Take frequent breaks. Snow shoveling is extremely strenuous. Every winter, people die from heart attacks while shoveling. The combination of cold air, physical exertion, and often holding your breath while lifting, if you're over 50, if you have any heart conditions, seriously consider hiring someone. It's worth every penny for your safety. Watch for ice when walking. Falls are a major cause of serious injury. Broken hips, wrists, head injuries. Wear proper footwear with good traction. Take small, deliberate steps. Use handrails whenever they're available. Now I need to be completely honest with you about the uncertainty that still exists with this forecast. Storm tracks can and do shift, sometimes by 50 miles. Sometimes in just a few hours. What I'm showing you is based on the latest model data. But this will continue to evolve through Thursday and Friday. The high confidence areas are the Carolinas and Virginia. Heavy snow is almost certain there. For areas farther north, like New York and Boston, there's more variability, and that's just the nature of these storms. But here's the thing, even if the snow totals change, the cold isn't going anywhere. Even if the winds aren't quite as strong, they're still going to be dangerous. So the bottom line is this. Prepare for the worst case scenario, hope for something less severe. Because if you prepare for 2 feet and only get 6 inches, you're fine. But if you prepare for 6 inches and get 2 feet, you're in serious trouble. Keep checking back for updates. I'll be posting new forecasts as models continue to refine the track. Whether you get 2 inches or 20 inches of snow, you're getting dangerous cold Sunday through next week. That's happening no matter what. Prepare for extended cold regardless of snow totals. All right, now I want to hear from you. Drop your city in the comments and let me know what you're seeing. Are you in Raleigh preparing for potentially 2 feet of snow? Or still figuring out your plan, Norfolk folks? Are you stocked up and ready for what could be a historic coastal snowstorm, Boston? With 23 inches already on the ground. Where are you even going to put more snow? Are roofs a concern in your neighborhood? Midwest friends dealing with -30 wind chills. How are you holding up? And Florida, are you ready for wind chills in the 20s? Because Monday's going to shock people. If you found this forecast detailed and helpful, hit that like button right now so more people can see this. Getting accurate information out there during events like this could literally help save lives. Subscribe to the channel for continued updates. I'll be posting new forecasts as this system develops through Friday. Share this with family and friends who need to see it, especially those in the impact zones who might not be aware yet. This bombing cyclone combined with historic cold is going to be a significant multi-day weather event. Between the heavy snow, hurricane-force winds, and dangerous cold, this is a serious situation. Take this seriously. Prepare today, not tomorrow. Check on your neighbors. Stay safe over the next few days. I'll be back with updates tomorrow as new model data comes in and we refine this forecast. Remember, the difference between being prepared and being caught off guard is what you do in the next 24 hours. Stay warm, stay safe. Look out for each other. We'll get through this together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.